Good morning, you guys. What's up? It's Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. Got the microphone working on the camera so you guys can hear me talk a little bit better than my last video. So today, what I'm going to talk about is how to ride your PEBL in traffic. Got somebody behind me, going to pull over, let them go by. So that's the thing. I think the number one thing is that you've got to communicate your intentions with drivers. You know, use your turn signals. Sometimes hand signals if you have to. So like today I got my windows wide open. It's about 60 degrees and 60 degrees Fahrenheit if you're in the US. I can easily stick my arm out and make a turn signal if I have to. So, the town where I live, we don't have bike lanes. We have like 8-foot wide sidewalks, where in some places that's generally where I do most of my riding. And there's a couple of places that actually run along a state highway where the speed limit's like 45 miles an hour or greater on those roads, which on a 4-lane street, which is actually not recommended to be riding your PEBL, let alone a regular bicycle on those streets, which, at least in our case, we have a bike trail set up alongside those roads to ride on. And here, since we don't have those adequate bike facilities on the streets, in most places, it is permitted to ride a bike on a sidewalk, though, even though in some residential areas, I still wouldn't recommend it. Alright, I got somebody backing out, which I'm always a little cautious in case they don't see you. That's with any vehicle. Oh yeah, in case you missed it on the last video, I got the spot on the zip-up door fixed. There was a tear in one of the places where the door bolts onto the side of the bike, and just put some tape on it and cut a hole in the tape and then rebolted that side, and now it's on good and solid. As far as miles go, so far since February, I've got almost 700. Well, actually, probably a little bit more than 700. My cycle analyst, I didn't have the correct wheel circumference in it. And the cycle analyst is probably a little bit easier to see in low light. You can see we're cranking about 16 mile an hour now, doing about 110 watts-ish, 109 right now. So going in early today, just so I can get breakfast at McDonald's. Yummy. So up the hill, it's probably about a 1 to 2 grade hill right now. Then it gets a little steeper. Maybe goes to about a 3 or 4 up here at the end of the street. We're probably doing a good 13 mile, at least 13 mile an hour. Sometimes just under, as you can tell there by the speed. Sorry, you'll have to really look to see it. Alright, now the grade's starting to increase. And we're slowing down to probably about 12. And I'm pedaling my gears on 8. I guess I could. Yeah, that's a little better. So on these new, on the new pedal systems, this is actually the Stormy Archer system. Somebody had commented about the New Vinci, and they changed that probably about the 10th, or yeah, they changed that. Now they're putting Stormy Archers in. The gear shifter is the same, but the shifting technique is a little different. So when you shift, you just kind of stop pedaling a little bit, back pedal, change gears, and then you can continue pedaling. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be raining today. So when I get there, gonna zip up the doors, put the cover on, so I don't get a lot of water build up inside. I mean, a lot hasn't built up too much. It's just at the top there. At the hatchback, and then some tends to leak through when I open the hatchback if I need to, and then it'll still dump if a lot of water gets on there, so I like to put the cover on it still. If it's not raining too bad, it's okay, but we're expecting heavy downpours again this morning, which this year, because of that, I only gotten my other bike out probably like 3 times. And this one I like to pull up a little ahead of the stop sign just so I can see, because as you can tell, there's a whole bunch of trees there blocking my view. So I think after this car and then that SUV will go. I got more behind him. There's kind of a hill over there. Yeah, I think after this one turns, we'll go. Yep, we're good. Yeah, this hill too, I get good speed on it. I've gotten it up to almost 19 going through here. A little over 19. So this is one spot too where it gets real busy at times, like during the day. Well, then I'm going back the other direction, which you seen what I did before. I stay to the right until I'm ready to make my turn. I'll signal before I'm going to make my turn so I can get in line, and then I make my turn. So coming up about 100 feet, we'll signal. We'll get on the left track. This prevents passing. We'll turn the turn signal on again, which, you know, passing at an intersection is not safe and in some places illegal. Go after it. I got somebody else coming. Got a bus coming. There we go. And yes, it is legal to go around if there's space and vision to see. So what they did was perfectly okay. But what's not okay is for somebody to follow you through a stop sign. That's just downright rude, illegal, and dangerous. And they gave the required 3 feet. Sometimes too, I've seen it where they'll just try to cut right in front of you, like that. But that one was nice and let me go ahead first and make my turn. That's why I waved back at him. A bus or a semi-truck or something. Yeah, semi-truck. See, he just backed off as soon as I started signaling to get over. Got this all good and tight. That's on. So, and that's how we roll. Again, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.